What's going on YouTube? It's Dan, it's Ken, it's Dan and Ken PT, and today we're going to be doing Fat Phobia Part 2. What's going on YouTube? So today we're doing our Fat Phobia Part 2 segment. It is a segment where we talk about the fat myth, where in this great book by Dr. Jason Fung, The Obesity Code, there's a whole segment called Fat Phobia where they debunk the myth that fat in the diet is linked with coronary heart disease. Now, there are different types of fats. You don't want to just eat trans fats. That is no good for you. But in this book, it talks about how saturated, unsaturated, monounsaturated, those are all fine to eat. Now, Dan, what kind of fatty food do you like?
Avocados, I like.
Oh, yes, he does. He used to bring an avocado every day to work.
French fries.
Oh, okay. Now, we gotta watch out for the vegetable oil in those guys. They are tasty, though, right? What about peanut butter? Do you like peanut butter?
I love peanut butter. Peanut butter's good fats.
I like the good old-fashioned Jif. Is it Jif or Jiffy?
Jif.
Do you like crunchy or smooth?
Smooth.
Nice. I like putting it on a green apple. You ever had that, guys? Have you?
I have. It's a good combination.
That one Halloween when you got the apple, you should have put peanut butter on it. Alright, so let's talk about a few studies here. So, in 1948, Harvard University began a decades-long project called the Framingham Study. Now, what they did, every 2 years, all residents in a town in Massachusetts were screened for cholesterol and their diet was looked at. And then, once the results were available, what they found was not what they expected. So they expected to see a high cholesterol diet linked with coronary heart disease. Now what they found was no link between saturated fat intake, blood cholesterol, and heart disease. No link at all, nothing. So actually what they concluded was no association between percent of calories from fat and serum cholesterol level was shown, nor between ratio of plant fat to animal fat intake and serum cholesterol level. Interesting, right?
Very interesting.
So yeah, in the 60s and 70s, again, there was this high fat agenda. They were saying high fat, no good. Low fat, carbs and protein. But that simply isn't the case. Another study that we found was called the Puerto Rico Heart Health Program study. And there was over 10,000 participants in this. Now, what they found was the same thing as the Framingham study. There was no link between saturated fat intake and heart disease of any kind. A third study we'll talk about today was called the Western Electric study. Now, the authors noted at the end that the amount of saturated fatty acids in the diet was not significantly associated with the risk of death from CHD, coronary heart disease. Mic drop. So what does this tell us? Don't fear fats, guys. Don't have a phobia of fats. Obviously, trans fats, vegetable oil, stay away from it. But if you want to put some butter, on your bread, have a steak, don't fear to eat the fatty part, guys. Live your life. It will not kill you. Science is showing it. Dan, have you ever had guac from like a Mexican restaurant? They come out and just make it right in front of you?
Chipotle. So I've always asked for guac, so don't be afraid to add the extra $1 for guac.
I know, it is a little pricey, but
it's worth it.
It's worth it. In my opinion, it's a little bland, but their chips are salty, so they come together for a nice treat. Dan, do we have any thoughts today? Any final thoughts today?
Yeah, don't be afraid to eat fats. Everything in moderation. Don't go crazy with it,
Everything in moderation, including moderation.
Yes.
Right? Guys, it is almost Halloween. We may do a video before then, but if not, have a happy and safe Halloween, guys. Bless your hearts. Please, guys, don't forget to live, laugh, and love. and email us at danandkenpt@gmail.com with any questions. And please like and subscribe to the page if you're new. Just like I said before, guys, do not forget,
Live,
laugh,
love.